Attention Australia, we would like to apologise to MasterChef, Love Island, The Bachelor.
I feel like we have so much in common. Will you please accept this rose? Katrina, Karina, Karen, Candle. It's Caroline. It's Caroline. Caroline. I just get confused because there are so many of them and they are all personal trainers.
The biggest new comedy in decades. We interrupt this broadcast soon on 7 and 7 Plus.
It's a bold move when you introduce your new sketch comedy show as the biggest comedy show in decades. Look, this is We Interrupt This Broadcast. It is new sketch comedy coming to the 7 Network at 7:30 on Tuesday night. Now, I want to say, first of all, primetime sketch comedy, thank you. Thank you for having a go. Thank you for putting it up so that we can all appreciate it and that is in a primetime opportunity for people to be able to check it out. I think I really liked it. I've only seen the first episode. That's all that's been made available on preview. I think I really liked it. I will say that the first episode was really patchy. Now, I want to say that sketch comedy is really patchy at the best of times. There are segments and sketches that you go, that was not great. And there are parts you go, I really resonate with that. Ha ha, very funny. Congratulations. Well done, everyone. And everywhere in between. And I think that this is where We Interrupt This Broadcast is going to land. Somewhere in between, at least for the first episode. The sad part is, for all television, people have a really low tolerance for giving shows a go. So allowing a show like this to breathe and grow is necessary as the writers and the comedians respond to how we respond to them. I don't believe it's all in the can. I think they have been working on a whole bunch of stuff, but they're also trying to be current-ish and write stuff so that it's not all completely locked away. I mean, that said, when you're thrust into a writing room and a comedic sketch environment, it's going to get better as you learn each other's measure and you write stuff and you perform stuff and you do those sorts of things and you find, oh, this person does this character really great. So we can put a run on those kinds of lines or those kinds of things. That's great. What we are seeing on We Interrupt This Broadcast is TV parodies at 20 paces. There are bad wigs and bad accents all over the place. And it's more than just the core cast, though they are the critical center of this. There are lots of other great comedic performances popping up all the way through, well, I would assume the season, but certainly just this first episode. And I think that's good. It adds some weight and you get to see some great performers do some really funny things and you get to see some people go, oh, I didn't think that you should do that again. There was way too much canned laughter. And for those that are old enough to remember what Fast Forward was like, I think it was a simpler time and to have a whole bunch of canned laughter worked. It's 2023 and we don't need you to tell me where the punchline is. The punchline should deliver itself. It should be obvious for us to find it. Turn the canned laughter off Channel 7, please. It really detracted from what I think could allow We Interrupt This Broadcast to grow. Now, that might be part of the intention. It's television comedy and there's canned laughter and stuff. Well, it was really bad. There are some good performances and there is some good writing in it that I saw in that first ep. And I look forward to it improving and getting better across the season, as I said before. As an example, I thought that the From the Archives / Play School sketch was really smart. It's really funny and sharp and offers some great, skewed take on what it was like back in the black and white era in Australia for television and those sorts of things. Of course, it's not factually accurate. It's comedy. Get over yourselves. But it was really funny and it was really good and some great performances in it. I did not like Lip Island, which is their rip-off of Love Island Australia. Now, I don't like Love Island Australia to start with. I don't like the Love Island franchise. I did not like Lip Island. I did not think it was funny. I did not think there was anything that was remotely attractive or interesting about it. But you will disagree or may disagree with me, and that's great. So that's the benefit of sketch comedy, is in the middle of the show, you can go, Mock, you're stupid. The Play School sketch was horrible, but the Lip Island sketch was great. Fill your boots. This is another production from Helium Pictures, Mark Fennessy's production company. And that's really good, I think. Remember that Helium is the group that made Last King of the Cross. So that's a sign that there's more money being poured into Australian television, Australian sketch comedy. And that's good. As I said, there are performers that pop up across it. We got to see Virginia Gay in this episode, and she does a brilliant take on Antiques Roadshow. I thought her performance was divine, particularly the mirror. When you get there, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was pretty bloody funny, and she plays it, I think, note perfect for that character. Also in the cast, full-time cast, we see Christy Whelan-Brown and Bridie O'Connell, and they are brilliant comedic performers, and I think they do an excellent job in this. Same with people like, as in other members of the cast, Michelle Brazier is really funny and did a great job. Adele Vuko is good. Duncan Fellows, Greg Larson is hilarious, and in this first episode, not given real opportunity to do too much. If only there was Mr. Oily, but that's a throwback to Nightly. Ben Russell and Bjorn Stewart also pop up as well, and that's great. And I think there's some really excellent old comedic hands, as much as there are new faces that people may not recognise. Recognised English, God, Mog. We Interrupt This broadcast is going to be, I think it's 10 episodes. Well, we hope it's 10 episodes weekly. And it starts Tuesday, the 28th of February at 7:30 p.m. on your Channel 7s. And I recommend it to you. I think it's one of those things that I think we need to watch it. We need to support it. Now, up front, I'm going to say it's going to get blown away by MAFS. There is no question. Nothing is touching MAFS. Can it beat Survivor? That's the real question for Channel 7. I hold a little bit of hope, but not heaps. I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing more. I think I liked it. We Interrupt This broadcast.